What's up? What's in? What's poppin', my people? What's good with y'all? Almost here to the holiday season. Almost here to the NBA season. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm ready to watch. Okay, guys. So before we get into the video, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. I'm on the road to 1K subscribers. So help me out and subscribe today, because only a few of y'all who watch my videos, according to my numbers, are actually subscribed to my channel. So if you're here, subscribe before you leave. Guys, today, what are we talking about? We're talking about all the moves that were made in the Eastern Conference, guys. The Eastern Conference is bulking up, including our 76ers, but of course some of our foes that we're going to be battling in the playoffs are heating up in the East. So we're going to talk about some of those moves that were made. A lot of moves were made in the East, and that's concerning obviously for the Sixers, because these are teams that we are going to be battling for the championship and for cushiony spots in the playoffs. So I'm gonna talk about all these moves. The Heat heating up, okay? The Atlanta Hawks, y'all. The Atlanta Hawks was going from least in the East to bulking up. Already pretty much booked a playoff ticket with the moves they made. And I'm gonna talk about some guys who are off the board for us because they either already got traded or they already got signed. Like, for example, Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward is a guy we did not want, but he was on our radar. Now that's out the picture because Gordon Hayward is with the Charlotte Hornets now. They paid him like 4-year, $120 million guaranteed. He's not even guaranteed to make it through the season because he's always getting injured, but that's none of my business. Also still on the table for the Sixers is James Harden. I know a lot of you guys are not interested in James Harden, but a lot of you guys are, and he is still on the board. James Harden wants out of the Houston Rockets, and also Russell Westbrook wants out. Everybody wants out. John Wall wants out. So we can still see James Harden coming to the Sixers, and the Sixers still need much stronger perimeter threat. Obviously, we don't really have a true point guard, and that's the biggest need that the Sixers need to fill still in free agency. Obviously, Ben Simmons, he's good running the point, but he's not as much of a threat offensively to really spread the floor like we need from our dominant ball handler. So we definitely don't want to see. I know we saw Ben a little bit playing forward during the playoffs, and I like to see Ben at the point, but we need a more like guy that's going to go. You already know he has the ball when the time is necessary. When we're in the playoffs, you know the guy is going to go get a bucket. Like Jimmy Butler, you know defenses are scared. They know when they need it, Jimmy's going to get the bucket. They're scared of LeBron. They know when the team needs it, LeBron's going to find a way to get a bucket. James Harden, easily go find get a bucket. Jason Tatum, go find get a bucket. We don't have that guy running the point. Yes, we got Seth Curry, but Seth Curry is more of a shooting guard, okay? He's better, tricking defenses off the ball with his off the ball creativity. But when he has the ball, he's not much of a threat because he's not as much as a playmaker for other guys, facilitating wise. Yes, we got Tyrese, but Tyrese is he's a young bull. He's a young bull, okay? He can't come in and take over the point automatically. And as for Shake, because I know you guys talking about Shake, we need to see Shake play with a little bit more confidence. So it would have been great to see us get a veteran to run the point like Rondo. But of course, the Atlanta Hawks already swooped up Rondo. But that is why people are still interested in James Harden, because they still don't think that we have that ball handling dominant threat at the point. And I do agree that we do need a veteran point guard. We still do need that. I agree. I don't necessarily think we need James Harden, but I will say without a guy like James Harden running our offense, I don't think we're going to make the championship this year, because we're still developing guys like Ben and Joel. Like I said, not this year, but still in the near future, because there's still a lot of big superstars in the league right now. But yes, we do need veteran help at the point, okay? Either veteran or superstar. So either we're going to see a trade like James, or we're going to see us getting a guy like Jeff Teague, a veteran point from the Atlanta Hawks. He didn't do much with the Atlanta Hawks last season because he was in a miserable situation with the Hawks. Sorry guys, my eyes is watering. But he still has the potential, as we've seen with him with the Timberwolves, and he would be a cheap guy, a veteran guy to come in off the bench and help run the point effectively. So that's definitely what we need. Now let's get into the Atlanta Hawks, guys. The Atlanta Hawks are a team that is going to be a threat in the East, and they're not done. They still have so much money to spend. So the Atlanta Hawks, what their biggest need this offseason was defense, and they got it, guys. They signed Chris Dunn. Okay, they signed Chris Dunn from the Chicago Bulls, a great lockdown defender they're going to have to help complement all that offense that they got. They also drafted Onyeka Okongwu, a guy out the draft who is going to be a lockdown defender for them as well. They got some help. They got Trey some help by getting Rondo, a guy that can come in and run the point off the bench. Rondo is an extreme facilitator, an extreme threat. Is going to help out the Hawks a lot, and they still have more money to spend. Like I said, also the Hawks still have Clint Capella, guy we haven't even seen suit up yet. So they have their defense went from 0 to hero just in this offseason. Also, we got to talk about the Miami Heat. Obviously, the reigning Eastern Conference champions, and Jimmy Butler is pissed, and he's not done yet. Now the Heat have signed Avery Bradley, and a great 3-and-D guy, just to add some depth to the Heat's roster, because we already know that Jimmy needed help. He couldn't do it all himself in that past championship run, and he was wore out. But of course, that's a team that's going to instantly attract, talent, because obviously reigning Eastern Conference champions, Jimmy Butler plays with so much dominance, so much hunger that he just attracts guys. And getting Avery Bradley is a great 3-and-D option for the Miami Heat. So that's huge. Another team in the East that we have to worry about. Also, I know I'm just doing the news here, so in no particular order, but I saw some rumors of people saying we should get Austin Rivers. Obviously Doc Rivers' son, who, they had their little former beef. And then Doc can have his son and his son-in-law on the team. So that might still be an option. Who knows? Let me know if Austin already made a move by the time this video drops. Don't think he has. But also another option for us is Terry Rozier from the Charlotte Hornets. You guys know I have my Charlotte ties from North Carolina, and I used to work for the Charlotte Hornets. So I'd love to see a Hornet boy come to the Sixers. Terry Rozier, obviously they drafted LaMelo. They got Terry, they got Devontae Graham. That's a lot of mouths to feed for these ball handlers. So Terry might see himself leaving the Charlotte Hornets, and obviously the Sixers would be a good landing spot for him. Also, last little bit of news. The last time I did my news, about a week ago, Bogdan was going to be signing with the Bucks, but now he's found his way out of it. So the Bucks were getting a great young talent out of Bogdan, but Bogdan found a way out of the Bucks, so now he's back at the Kings, and it's still kind of like, who's going to offer him the right price? Right now, the rumor mill is saying the Atlanta Hawks are looking at Bogdan. If the Atlanta Hawks get Bogdan, the South will have something to say, okay? But I know Bogdan was a guy that, was going to have an impact on whether we got Buddy Hield or not. But obviously the Sacramento Kings don't know what the heck they got going on. So let's not completely scratch Buddy off the table, okay? Let's not completely scratch him off the table, because they don't know what the heck that they got going on in Sacramento. They don't know if Bogdan is staying or going. But that is great news for us, because the Bucks obviously are not getting that talent in Bogdan, okay? So they did get Drew Holiday, and of course they still have Giannis, but they're not getting Bogdan, which is huge. Anyway, guys, this is my news for the day. Obviously free agency has been crazy. We've seen some teams heat up in the East. The Atlanta Hawks are a team that is bolstering up, okay? We got to look out for the Hawks. The South got something to say, period. So we definitely gonna have to look out for the Hawks. The Heat is definitely getting reinforcements, trying to make another championship run, and that was a great big move for them to get Avery Bradley. Obviously Gordon Hayward is off the table for us. Obviously Bogdan is not going to the Bucks anymore, which is good news for us. We are still looking for our point guard. I am still looking for a name for my channel, my show. I guess still Simone with the Sports, but it's a lot going on in the East, and the East is a conference that has gotten so much more interesting. The team that hasn't been doing a lot is the Boston Celtics. So I'm definitely gonna keep my ear to the streets, see what the Celtics got going on, but I haven't seen them make any big moves. But I'm definitely gonna keep looking out. Make sure you guys like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Let me know who you think we should pick up point guard wise, and just any other free agent signings you think we might make, because the season's about to start soon, but we're still a long way. Okay, they got their big deals getting out the way early. Obviously Anthony Davis at this point still hasn't signed, and Brandon Ingram hasn't signed either, so those are two interesting storylines that we have to follow. Also, we all know James still wants out. We know Russell Westbrook wants out. John Wall wants out. So many people want out of their situation. So we're going to see, are they going to make it happen, Captain, or not? But make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you let me know what you want to see in my next video.